Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Ladies and germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
If you're hearing this,
it's already too late.
Run. I'm probably back from my trip. I'm definitely back from my trip.
I hope so. How'd it go?
It was great.
That's good to hear.
I went to Europe, and it was fun. And it also might be the week of my work holiday party. So I'm probably real stressed out, actually, right now.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't, if we take a few weeks off of Dilettante Ball, we're going to be, there's going to be some episodes of Let Sleeping Dogs Lie will be on the old network by that time. Maybe the second or third episode maybe already will be out.
Yeah, so that panel comedy quiz show that we were talking about for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, baby, it's a podcast now.
It's a podcast now. Yeah, right. It's back and it's in pod form.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks. I'm working on shopping that around. So whenever you inevitably decide not to record Dilettante Ball, Sleeping Dogs will be there to pick up the slack.
It is weird to think about, like, someday we will not do this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, someday everyone dies.
Well,
can you imagine doing this for the next 65 years?
I hope not. I hope I don't live that long. 95? Fuck off.
Yeah, I know.
But one day one of us will just be like, you know what?
I can't do it.
We're done.
I know. I think about that kind of stuff all the time. Because we've just been doing it. Like, it's just like you just do it. Like, you don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird, man. Yeah. And I wonder how long it will be. Like, is it the kind of thing where it's like, this is going to be our 10th year. Are we going to keep doing it? And then, like, if we do a year 11, we're locked in for
at least 15.
We'll see where we're at.
Yeah, 10 is kind of like,
that's the make or break point, right?
Okay, are we re-signing this lease?
Right, exactly. Because you can't be like, yeah, it was great. Me and my buddy did a podcast for 11 years and 2 months. What? Fucking maniac. Just doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there's all kinds of weird things like that. I mean, people talk about it all the time. Like, what's that real sappy one? It's like, one day your mom picked you up and put you back down. And it was the last time she ever picked you up. Mm-hmm. Like, there's all kinds of little things like that.
Yeah, every year you cruise right over the day you die.
Yeah, exactly, right. Until one year you just decide.
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't cruise over it.
You know what? I'm staying
I'm
right
parking it. Which also reminds me of things that are miserable but inevitable.
Okay. The circus.
Christmas. Oh, Jesus. Christmas is right around the corner, which means we will obviously be doing our annual
that's right.
Reading of the Wikipedia article for a movie in the Buddies series. I believe we're going to be doing Santa Paws 2 this year.
I believe that's the case.
But as a little trick or treat to everyone out there, I'm saying it now on the podcast so that we have to do it.
All right, I'm down.
We're gonna for our Patreon feed, we're going to record audio commentary for Santa Buddies.
Santa Buddies.
The movie that started it all.
Okay, so on the regular feed you'll be getting the next in the series that we haven't got to yet.
Yeah, of us just reading the Wikipedia article and going mad.
Right. But if you want to hear the audio commentary for the first one,
yeah,
the full 80 minutes of
God.
Yeah. And it's not going to be like a riff tracks thing. It's just going to be us just being like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
stop.
Yeah. Just us saying Norm every time Gregory Wenzelplas is on the screen.
Yep. Gregory Wenzelplas walked onto the screen. We're not writing any jokes. We're just going to watch it and go crazy.
Yeah, and you can find that on patreon.com/arcadeaudio. And there's already a bunch of other fun, neat stuff on there as well for you to check out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a Discord channel, too, if you want to chat.
With us.
And David McGuff and all kinds of good people.
It's mostly you, me, him, and
Dupree.
Jess.
Yeah.
And Dupree.
Yeah, I would love for more people
to popping off in there.
To chime in and be like, and that's what's great about our podcast is anything you want to talk about is relevant. Game. Yeah.
That is what's great about our podcast. So is Old Church of St. Gwenllwyfo. Oh my God. Take it. I'm gonna need to like show you this too because it's
Is it Welsh? Yeah. Okay, so you can't even say it.
Old Church of
Okay.
Saint Gwenllwyfo Llanwenllwyfo. I'll show it to you.
Old Church of Saint. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, you basically said it. Gwenllwyfo. That's my favorite boy band in the 90s.
It's a medieval ruined church near Dulas in Anglesey, North Wales. Perhaps built in the 15th century to replace another church from which only the 12th century font survived. It was Times New Roman. Dedicated to Gwenllwyfo, a 7th century female saint about whom nothing else is known.
Oh my God.
It was used as a chapel of ease for the church in Amol. They need
Welsh,
a few more vowels there, guys.
Why can't we just like anglicize every like I want to pronounce it the way you pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? Like
We need help. We need help.
Help us out. Yeah. And not the Welsh. It's not like the Welsh's problem. It's scholars' problem.
Yes, I agree. The Welsh have their words.
Right.
Some English scholar should say,
Exactly.
here's how you pronounce it.
Exactly.
I mean, you've seen that video of that newscaster like fucking nailing that city name that's like bonkos.
Yeah, it's like 60 consonants.
And like when he's done, he like knows he nailed it.
Just this little smirk. Yeah.
It's gonna be sunny and wink.
Yeah. That's so good.
It was replaced in the middle of the 19th century by a larger church about 2/3 of a mile away. Well, that's sort of a replacement.
Yeah.
To which some of the contents, including a memorial brass plaque from the early 17th century and the church bell, were removed. Other items were left behind. The disused church was noted to be in bad condition in 1937.
Not nice.
Oi! That's rough, isn't it?
Get it out of this grabber.
And the roof collapsed in 1950. Little of the structure now remains as the walls have been reduced to 5 feet in height.
Gee.
Cool.
What the fuck? Like,
Why bother? This is a very long article for something that clearly no one cares about.
oh, yeah, it knows about. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're like, look, we can't get rid of it because maybe it's important, but we just don't know. Like,
Yeah, I guess that's better than like, well, who knows? Blah, blah, you know.
right, exactly. Like, who's this Gwenllwyfo character?
A saint.
Of some sort. What do we even know? We don't even know what she's a saint of. We just know she was a saint. And maybe she wasn't even a saint. You know, maybe just like some letters got smudged. And it was like Samantha. My name's Samantha Gwenllwyfo. Oh, Saint Elmo? The patron saint of fire? Saint Elmo? Yeah. Oh, I hate.
I hate too.
I just hate. Just all these mysteries and things. Like, I just want to go back in time and be like, I just want to find out. Like, I'm so curious about everything.
Yep. And we'll never know.
I'll never know. And it wasn't even that long ago.
Well,
14th century? I mean, it's long. It's not that long. It's like 700 years?
it was 15th century.
It's even better.
It's pretty fucking old though.
Yeah. Well, it makes me wonder, like let's say we didn't have the recording capabilities and stuff like that we have now. Like, what's the
Then
stuff?
how would people hear our podcast?
Oh, God forbid. Like, that's like let's say instead of a podcast, we put out like a newsletter or something like that.
Okay.
And let's say it was, fairly well circulated. Like, let's say like in the, Tri-County area or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 400 years from now, like, what would be left of that? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, Gladys's birthday.
Yeah.
We don't know who Gladys was, but we know her birthday was on the 8th of November.
Yeah, that's all that would remain of like the 10 years of our podcast that we've or our newsletter that we circulated.
Yeah.
There's so much. Yeah, like what would they know about us? Like, well, we know for a fact the two hosts were both 7 feet tall. You know what I mean? Like, and like most of the stuff we say is wrong. So how much of the stuff back then was wrong?
I don't like to. What if? How shitty would it be if this podcast is sometime in the future used to like recreate?
Is what America was like.
Recreate just we've lost everything except this podcast.
Yeah, like all like.
Well,
the entire Earth was blown up, but then some aliens found just our archives of this podcast, and that's what they had to go off of to recreate world history.
So they'd get about one paragraph of information about a lot of stuff that's more or less correct.
Right. So they get about, let's be generous. Say they get 1,000 paragraphs of stuff.
That's very generous.
Because how many episodes have we done so far? Oh, have we only done we've done like 600.
No, we're on this is like 316.
No, is that right?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Okay, so let's say 500 paragraphs.
Okay.
500 paragraphs, which is not even accurate.
Because we've gotten some dupes. And,
Yeah, got some dupes, and a couple times we gone off track, and sometimes we only got about a sentence in. But yeah, so they would know, like, let's say 2 sentences about 500 things.
And and most of them, I'd say 450 to 475 of those things, not one bit useful.
No, it's like the decathlon event of the 1984 Olympics.
Lots of Christian rock albums.
Yeah, exactly.
We kind of haven't gotten those in a while. I miss those Christian rock albums.
I would dip back in for sure. Yeah, so there would not be a lot to go off of.
But there'd be a lot of conjecture. A lot of conjecture.
We give them something to think about.
And I don't know how clear we make it that, I assume most people listening know that we're idiots.
They can tell.
But I don't know how clear we make it that we know approximately nothing about anything.
And the aliens, how archaeologists, when they reconstruct dinosaurs, there's that, what's that theory? The shrink wrap dinosaurs. Shrink wrap dinosaurs,
yeah.
Right? So that's what, aliens won't be able to tell humor or stupidity. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
They just got the words. Right. Well, it's just like we look at cave drawings and it's like, oh, they
must love buffalo, huh?
Yeah. Whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Someone pointed out, it blew my mind a little bit. Like, cavemen, that's not even whatever those people were.
Sure.
They were drawing that shit everywhere, on trees and rocks and in the ground and shit. But only the cave stuff stayed because
it was in a cave.
It was in a cave, yeah. But it was like, can you imagine just walking around a forest and just every tree is
You think the stuff that was in caves was decorative, and then the other stuff was useful, informational, like street signs and stuff?
Maybe. That's a really great point.
When we were on our honeymoon, we went to the
maybe the cave walls were recipes or something. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Instructions.
We went to the Painted Desert. I think it was at the Painted Desert where we saw it.
Okay.
There was a
rabbit.
What was it called? It was the
Cadillac farm.
No, Cadillac Ranch we saw, but that was not in the Painted Desert.
That's good. Ruin the.
It was called the newspaper stone or something like that.
Okay. Oh, this is a big boulder that people just paint on.
But it was like cave drawings.
Really?
It's like tens of thousands of years old.
I'm not familiar
drawings
with this.
on this, and it's kind of far away. So there's just this spot where you stand, and there are binoculars, and you look through the binoculars, and you can see
so no one can fuck around with it.
Yeah, and you can see all these cave drawings. It's fucking
Wow,
wild.
no, I didn't know
it's
about
super
this.
cool.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we know what they say or anything, or is it just is it pictograms and it means nothing of any value?
I'll be honest, I don't remember. It was really hot that day.
You're pretty drunk, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. What's that? The Voynich manuscripts? Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, those rule. That's one of my favorite things.
Well, can I ruin it for you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a hoax.
It's not a hoax. It's better because it's real, but it's better. It's better than being a hoax.
Okay.
I don't think I'm telling tales out of school, but I believe someone figured out in the last year or two.
No shit, because this is something that I've known about for years. I'm just this is such a cool, fun thing.
Totally, yeah. But I believe it's like a medicinal stuff or something. It's maybe a woman's doctor's book or something.
Okay.
I think it's something like that.
That's cool.
It's cool, but it's not mysterious or some ancient language or whatever. It was just some I don't even think it was a cipher. It was just some, I don't know. But there's someone was oh, this E is this. Oh, I see what it is. And they're able to decipher it pretty quickly.
So it wasn't written in a cipher, or it was, or
it was something, not as mysterious as it ended up being. I believe. Look up the Voynich manuscripts and check it out. But yeah, those are also in the Assassin's Creed games as some
cool.
fun secret stuff, alien language manuscript or whatever. Yeah, I think a lot of the drawings were they ended up being plants or something.
Yeah.
Oh, these are just herbs for this concoction.
Well, they're it's divided into sections. It's plants, animals,
paranormal,
and fathers. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's in like 4 sections.
Okay, sure.
There's a book like that is intentionally weird, and like it's not a hoax. It's just like, this is a fucking weird thing. It's called like the Codex Sepharanus or something like that.
Okay.
And it's just like an art piece, but it's just like
a more modern day thing.
I think so, but it's just like, hey, here's this like fucking weird book, and we don't know what it is, but I mean they do, but it's just like a bunch of weird drawings of like ducks with like human legs, and it's just like weird shit. It's very fun.
Did you know that people weren't back in like the 1800s or maybe even earlier than that? So the dodos went extinct, right?
Yes.
But it was around the time when it was hard for people to know stuff. And so people thought dodos weren't real because they got discovered and then killed off so quickly.
Whoa.
And then 100 years later, it was still like, 1744 or whatever. And people were like, dodos aren't real. Those were imaginary. Those like unicorns. Because it was like,
there is a taxidermied dodo at the fucking Field Museum.
really?
Yeah.
How? That's crazy.
I think that they were around in the 1800s.
Okay. So let's say as far as that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because dodos like only lived on one island or, something like, something crazy.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many other things. I wonder like how many things like have just like gone extinct
the way of the dodo.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like what's the most recent one that seems the most mythical? You know what I mean?
I can think of a lot of animals right now that when they go extinct, it'll be like, yeah, those aren't real.
Right. Yeah. Like
babies.
Yeah, we've always
been big.
We've always been 5 foot tall.
Narwhals are pretty wild.
Narwhals, yeah.
Zebras and giraffes are fucking weird. Giraffes is like zebras. If you only had the bones, it would just be a horse. But a giraffe is like, this is a crazy horse.
So you're saying like not things that are endangered necessarily, but if a species went extinct today, what's the most likely people wouldn't believe it?
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, mermaids. I think people would be like,
people would never believe
way.
that. Yeah. Yeah, maybe manatee actually like
manatees are pretty weird.
Like, what the fuck?
What does a manatee skeleton look like? That's something that I've never thought of.
I picture the face is really fat, but that's probably not accurate.
Fuck, what does a manatee skull look like?
I don't know.
Oh.
Any like a whale or something would be crazy
because they're so goddamn
like
big.
if every whale just went extinct, right? And then
there's no way something could have been that big. There's no way.
Like, the Earth couldn't support its weight.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I guess elephant maybe something like that.
They're pretty fucking big. So just real big stuff.
Big stuff would be
big boys.
Any big boy would be hard to explain. I think mammoths were around until like the 1200s or something. Is that right? That can't be. That can't be right. Fuck,
well,
is that
and those
right?
are just like elephants.
Maybe I'm thinking.
I'm glad they're gone.
Maybe I'm thinking negative 1,200 or 12,000, 10,000.
Dude, I truly have no fucking clue.
Because I think the facts I'm getting mixed up. I think I'm getting that mixed up with the fact that Oxford was founded as a university when like the Mayans were at the height of their power or something. So like 1000 AD, I think.
I hate that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think mammoths were around then.
And that's that there's that Cleopatra thing.
Right.
She was around closer to the moon landing than when they built the pyramids, which that
doesn't make any sense, right?
No.
Right.
No.
Well, it's just because people are bad at teaching us history.
Here's Egypt.
Exactly, right.
Anyway,
here's Egypt. Let's move on. Let's name 12 explorers that came to America.
Oh, God. Yeah, honestly though.
Yeah, I don't know. But I know a lot about a little of their mythology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can name a couple dudes.
Yeah.
I think I learned more from I keep talking about Assassin's Creed, but like I think I learned more from that video game about Egypt than I did any amount in school.
Everything I need to know about mythology, I learned from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I mean, kind of though.
What is that? Everything I need to know I learned in kindergarten?
Yeah, that Jeff Foxworthy show.
Smell you later. And it freaks me out, like the thought of ever living in a house. No way.
No.
With bars on every fucking window.
Yeah. Like if I lived in a house, it would have to be a 2-story house, and the entire first story would be empty, and all my shit would be on the second story.
And there would be a locked door.
Oh yeah, to the stairwell. Yeah, right.
Like that house we staying in Michigan.
Yeah, and there wouldn't even be like the bottom floor wouldn't even be anything. It would just be like
empty.
I would fill with concrete.
Yeah,
and there would
I
just
was
be
thinking concrete too.
Yeah, there would just be a hallway from my stairwell to the front door, like with a fucking spike pit. Like fuck off. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Spencer Hamilton, the host of Arcade Audio's newest podcast, Let Sleeping Dogs Lie, the comedy trivia show of answering questions and questioning answers. Recorded in front of a live studio audience in Chicago, we'll be bringing you new episodes every Wednesday. Why did Michael Jordan wear number 23?
That is because the only soda he drank was Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Excellent answer. Is this Family Feud?
Sure. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for coming out to Let Sleeping Dogs Lie. Oh, good. We got that. We nailed that.
Nefario. Oh,
Hello, Norman. Toy to toy.
In 1984, the science fiction horror movie Chud was released.
Yeah, it was Air Chud Golden Receiver.
There's no rule saying a chud can't play.
I can't tell you why, but I could eat a lot of thumbs and toes.
Respect the process. Snake it!
Not worth it. He's challenging your Space Jam knowledge.
Oh, you want to challenge my motherfucking Space Jam knowledge?
No,
I think an older brother is like 1/4 of a grandfather, so
I think we should get 1.25 points, and rounding up that is 2 even points.
I'm doing nothing of the sort. In Super Mario Bros. 3, Mario can transform into what appears to be a raccoon, but is actually a Japanese animal known as a tanuki.
You did it all for Tanuki.
You know how turtles are born when a lizard steals a big shell? Hey, Peter, I got a question for you. Hey, do bears have shells?
No. Some would argue that a cave is a shell. I don't know who they would, but I would argue that. I would say that. Have you ever seen a turtle smoke a weed?
Smoke just a single weed. Have you seen a turtle smoke a single weed?
Do you think that the answer they gave is true?
No, I do not.
Not at all. Way to own it, Fiona.
Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts so as not to miss a moment of misdirection.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.